Welcome to a special Halloween edition, and yes, I know it's not Halloween anymore. I know a couple days have passed, but it's fine, it doesn't matter. Just let's ignore that. Don't ask me about that. First question comes from Casey, and no, not Casey Neistat, who asks, did you dress up for Halloween? Well, Casey, of course I did. I mean, society tells me that I'm supposed to dress up every single day, so then why would Halloween be any different? Of course I dressed up. I wore these things called clothes, kind of like how I'm dressed up today for this video here. Just because it's Halloween doesn't make it any different from another day of me dressing up in these little things that we call clothes. Do you think I'm gonna go ahead and be running naked just because it's Halloween? Of course I dressed up. I hope that you, Casey, I hope that you dressed up as well, you know, because we wouldn't want Casey running around naked, because I'm sure in some areas around the world you'd probably get arrested for it. And not just on Halloween, probably on any day. Next question comes from Angie, who asks, trick or treat? Well, Angie, considering that it is no longer Halloween anymore, I don't have any treats for you. I'm sorry, you probably should have knocked on my door on Halloween, but unfortunately you didn't, so I don't have any candy for you. I mean, I do have candy for myself, of course, you know, delicious treats out here. However, I do not have candy to give out anymore, so I'll give you a little trick here. I'll give you a little trick. Here's a trick on how to actually get candy next year, alright? And this is some revolutionary stuff right here, alright? So go ahead and listen up real closely here, Angie. Alright, Angie, are you here? Alright, nice to see you. In order for you to get candy next year, the trick is, on Halloween, you want to go ahead and dress up, like how I was saying before, dress up in anything. And you want to go ahead around, you know, probably after 6 p.m., you want to go ahead and knock on people's houses, and you can say what you just said to me. You said trick or treat to me. You want to go ahead and ask this question. And just by saying this, they won't even give you an answer like how I'm giving you. They probably won't even answer the question trick or treat. You know what they'll do? They'll actually go ahead and give you a comment on whatever you're wearing. For some reason, they like to give you a comment on whatever you're wearing that day. And then what they do is they actually go ahead and get their candy that they've supposedly bought from this thing called a store, and they actually give it to you for free. You don't have to pay. The only thing that you have to do is knock on their door after 6 p.m. on October 31st, and they give you free candy. So maybe you should try that next year, once Halloween comes around next year, and you'll have your treat instead of a trick like today. Next question comes from Mikey, who asks, best Halloween candy? Well, Mikey, that is a really good question considering we're just talking about candy. You know, there's so many candy to choose from. There's so many great candies out there, especially on this day called Halloween, where for some reason everyone gives candy on that day. I don't really know why, but I'm not going to argue against it, and I'm for it because you get free candy at the end of the day. If I were to say objectively, the best Halloween candy that's out there is this candy bar, and I'm sure none of you guys have ever heard of this, and it's probably not even in your Halloween bag. It's called Snickers. I'm pretty sure none of you guys have ever heard of that candy bar. That is my favorite Halloween candy out there. I like that there's nuts, and no, not those kind of nuts, real nuts. Oh, and if you're thinking, well, that's a chocolate bar, bro, that doesn't count. That's not a candy. I'm talking about regular, normal candy. And if you want to go ahead and tell me that, well, here, I'll switch up my answer then. My answer in terms of candy, an actual candy, would probably be something called a Jolly Rancher. I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever heard of it. Probably not. It's probably not in any of you guys, in your guys' Halloween candy, unless you're really fortunate and you go to a really nice area. But yeah, this thing called Jolly Ranchers, they're really good. My favorite one is one called Green Apple. I think it's a type of fruit or something. But yeah, that's my favorite one. And to end the video this time, here is a pumpkin that is crying blood.